One of Africa's most feared and elusive warlords, Joseph Kony terrorized Uganda and its neighboring countries for decades. As the leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, Kony waged a brutal war against the Ugandan government, leaving a trail of death, abduction, and terror. His crimes shocked the world, yet he remains one of the most wanted fugitives to this day. Born in 1961 in Uganda, Kony started as a self-proclaimed prophet, claiming to receive visions from God. In the late 1980s, he formed the Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, a militant group that combined religious fanaticism, extreme violence, and child abduction. He claimed his mission was to create a government based on the Ten Commandments, but his actions were anything but holy. Kony's LRA became infamous for its unspeakable brutality. He abducted over 60,000 children, forcing boys to become child soldiers and girls to become sex slaves. His army mutilated thousands, cutting off noses, lips, and ears of civilians to spread fear. Villages were burned to the ground, and entire families were massacred in cold blood. Kony brainwashed child soldiers, forcing them to kill their own parents as proof of loyalty. Those who refused to fight were tortured or executed. For years, Kony's crimes went largely unnoticed outside Africa. But in 2012, the viral campaign Kony 2012 by the group Invisible Children brought his atrocities to global attention. The movement demanded his capture, with millions sharing the video, urging governments to act. In response, the United States sent troops to help the Ugandan military hunt him down. But Kony, a master of survival, disappeared into the dense jungles of Central Africa, avoiding capture to this day. Despite a massive manhunt, Joseph Kony remains at large. He is wanted by the International Criminal Court, ICC, for war crimes and crimes against humanity, but his exact whereabouts are unknown. Some reports suggest he is hiding in the Central African Republic or South Sudan, still commanding what remains of the LRA. Will he ever face justice? Decades have passed, but the ghosts of Kony's victims still haunt Uganda. Thousands of families lost their children, many of whom never returned. Survivors of his brutal reign continue to demand justice. Will the world ever bring Joseph Kony to justice? Or will he remain one of history's most notorious fugitives?